Hi guys, welcome. Okay, today we are going to go over, I have several family members who are working on becoming debt free and learning how to budget, learning how to economize, and so I wanted to go ahead and do this video because being a mom of 5 and having been on a one income family over the years, this is pretty much a lifestyle for us. And so I've just kind of gone through some tips of some of the things that we've done over the years and that we do to save money on our family budget. And it's just a brief list. I'm sure there's things that I'm forgetting. The first thing that I have that one of the biggest budget busters in for us is food. So when I had 5 kids at home, food budget can be really tight sometimes. So especially now I have 2 teenage boys who, you know, every 2 hours they're hungry. So we really have to economize on food. One thing that I used to do a lot was couponing. To save the most money, it's almost a full-time job. You need to clip your coupons, you watch your ads, you research your store coupon policies, you do double couponing, you do price matching, you will shop at multiple stores. And the thing about couponing is you will have to be open to trying new products. The best coupons are always on new products. Those are the ones on sale with the coupons, and so you'll have to try those products. So you have to be open to that. Also, a lot of it is for prepackaged, processed, frozen foods. So you have to be open to those types of food choices. I make almost everything from scratch now, so I don't do as much couponing as I used to. But it can really save on, especially when I was working and having to come home and make dinner once I came home late in the evening. Prepackaged foods were kind of a way of life for us at that time, just because it was quick, fast, convenient. So when I couponed, my goal was to save 50%. So I would want to get $200 worth of groceries for $100. But as you get better at couponing and building up your coupon supply, I saved up to like 90% sometimes, paying $10 for $100 worth of food. So it can really save you a lot of money. But like I said, you have to be open to new foods and processed foods. There aren't a lot of coupons for produce, meats, dairy, that type of thing. So those things I try to buy in the fall, in the winter, at holiday time. November and December are awesome times to shop for deals, because just about everything in the store will be on sale at one point or another. And there will be coupons to go along with a lot of that, especially like turkeys and hams, and all of your vegetables will be on sale. Beans and potatoes and carrots and all those things will be on sale, so you need to watch for those. Stock up, freeze, can, dehydrate, save them for later. Shop in season. When things are in season in the spring, when strawberries are in season, stock up on those. Make yourself jam. Shop for things in season and you'll save a lot more money on your groceries. Also, meal planning will save you money on your groceries, because if you meal plan, you won't be caught off guard on a night that you didn't plan anything, you don't have anything thawed, you don't know what's for dinner, and so we're going to run out and buy fast food, which is 10 times more expensive than buying groceries and making it yourself. And you make poor food choices when you don't have meals planned ahead of time. Plus, when you meal plan, you can make up your shopping list to go along with your meal plan, so you can go shopping and make sure that you have all your ingredients, and that will save you money as well, because you won't just be walking up and down the aisles throwing things in the cart and having things that don't necessarily go with other things. Also, when you meal plan, try to pick recipes that have the fewest ingredients. It's really nice to make a recipe that's got 12 ingredients and 5 somewhat exotic spices, and that can be really pricey. Some things can be really expensive to make from scratch. So the fewer ingredients, the cheaper your meal's going to be. Casseroles and beans and rice and things like that are less expensive meals because they have fewer ingredients, but they can taste just as good. So try to do that when you're planning your meals. Make meals with the fewest number of ingredients, or ingredients that can go into several different meals. Also, make your own cleaners. I started making my own laundry soap probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Laundry soap is very expensive. For a couple dollars, I can make enough laundry soap to last an entire year. And I have a large family and I do a lot of laundry. So, and plus it's just healthier for your family. Also, when we moved in here a year ago, that was when I started making my cleaners from scratch. I cleaned the house from top to bottom, of course, so that it would be really clean when we moved in. And I was using commercial cleaners at that time, and I was having trouble breathing because of all the toxic fumes. They're just really not healthy for you. They're not good for the environment. They're not good for your family. If you read the warning labels, there's no reason why anybody should be using them. So I make my own cleaners. They work just as well, if not better, and they're cheaper and they're healthier and they last longer. Also, you can make your own personal products. For example, I make my own deodorant. I'm learning how to make my own soap. So those types of things, they can save you a lot of money. Eliminate paper products from your home. I started this probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Paper products are not necessary. I started with making my own feminine products because of all the chemicals and dyes, and they're just really not healthy for you. And it just amazes me that they even make them like they do anymore. But I started with my own feminine products. Cloth diapering your children, that'll save you a lot of money. Disposable diapers are not only not healthy for your kids, they're very expensive and they're not environmentally friendly. So, and you can also make your own wipes as well. So that will save you money on small children. Cold and flu season is coming up. Instead of buying tissues, which you will go through and they're very expensive, we make handkerchiefs. I have a blog post on how we made our own handkerchiefs, and they're washable and you reuse them, and so that saves us money there. Unpaper towels. We do not use paper towels. We have it for a long time. I make my own with flannel and terry cloth and snaps, and they snap together and they sit on a roll and they're on my counter, and they're much cuter and they're washable. So we also use family cloths. That's pretty much self-explanatory. And I use washcloths instead of sponges. I knit and crocheted a bunch of washcloths for my kitchen. Sponges are synthetic, they harbor bacteria, I don't like them, so it's easier to swap out a washcloth and not worry about the bacteria and the germs. So those are all really great ways. You don't, other than for guests, we do not have paper products in our home, so, and we really love them. So I throw everything in on a sanitized cycle in my washing machine, and they come out spick and span and practically brand new, and they hold up really well. So that's a way you can save money on your budget. Now, as far as like clothes and household items, I don't pay full price for anything. My husband says that I am the cheapest woman alive, and it's not so much that I'm cheap, but I'm thrifty and I'm careful with my money. I try to make it go as far as I can. So for clothing, thrift stores are we always thrift store. Consignment. You can purchase really nice things on consignment. Plus, especially when your kids are young and they're not wearing out their clothes, you can turn around and sell their clothes on consignment, make some money to buy more clothes for your children. So that's a really good way. You can do clothing swaps. A lot of churches and organizations set up clothing swaps where you can swap clothes with other moms. For your kids. Also, I've saved a lot of money over the years. Our family, we pass things around, hand-me-downs, as different kids in the family, cousins and my brothers and sisters and their kids and stuff. We swap clothes. And I save the clothes for my kids. I have 4 boys. Now, boys are pretty hard on clothes, so jeans don't always make it, but shirts and sweatshirts and things like that do. My youngest son is wearing some clothes that belonged to my oldest son. So that has saved me tons of money on clothes. If you are going to shop at a regular department store, shop the clearance racks. I do not pay full price for anything. I wait for it to go on sale. I wait for it to go on clearance. Unless it's something that I absolutely have to have right now, it's a necessity, it's a crucial item, and I can't get it on sale, I'll go ahead and buy it. But other than that, I don't pay full price for anything. I wait for things to go on sale or on clearance, and sometimes if they don't ever go on sale or clearance, I don't ever buy them. If it's not a necessity, oh well. So shop your clearance racks and start at your 90%, your 70%, your 50% off ones and work your way down. Shop end of season for I love to buy shorts, tank tops, flip-flops, summer stuff at the end of the season. Now, granted, they don't have a whole lot left, but I try to buy larger sizes so that my kids can wear them the following season. I buy them, put them away to the following season, and that'll save you a lot of money on that type of thing, especially seasonal stuff. And shop garage sales. Garage sales, a lot of times you can get shirts and pants and shoes, 50 cents, a buck, really, really good deals. Just make sure that when you do buy clothing, buy quality stuff. Check the seams. Look at the labels. Make sure it's quality items that are going to last your family. It doesn't do any good to pay a cheap price for something that's cheaply made that's not going to last. You want to buy quality at a good price. Also, at thrift stores, I buy a lot of my household goods and appliances. I have 2 bread machines. I paid, I think, $5 for one and $15 for the other. We make our own bread. That saves us money. Don't pay full price for appliances. A lot of people get appliances as gifts and things like that. A lot of times at the thrift stores you can find them brand new, still in the box, for super cheap. So that's where I get all of my appliances and a lot of my household stuff. I get at thrift stores as well. Now, I used to sew clothes for my kids when they were younger because fabric used to be really inexpensive. It used to be cheaper to sew things than it was to buy them. Now that's not the case. Fabric's gone way through the roof. So if you like to sew or knit or whatnot, you want to sign up on the mailing list of your local craft and fabric stores, because then you'll get coupons in the mail. And you can save 50% off, 40% off, and you can buy your fabric by the yard and save 40% off on that bolt. So that's how I buy my fabric. I always use coupons at the craft and the fabric stores. Now, as far as, just other miscellaneous things, haircuts. My kids never went to get their haircuts. I did it myself. Now, granted, when I started out, it wasn't that great. The boys got buzz cuts. But as you progress, go to the store, buy a $20 clipper set with the shears and all that, and eventually, over time, you get better. You really do. So that'll save you money. I mean, $20 a pop for a haircut with 5 kids, that's $100 for haircuts. So that's a good way to save money. As far as oil changes, learn how to change your oil yourself. It's much cheaper to do it that way than to take it in and get it done. Save money on gas. Combine your trips. I go shopping twice a month, and I try to combine all my trips into one day. And it's a long day, but I get it all done in one day, and it saves me from running to town constantly. And that's also where your meal planning and your shopping list comes in, because if you meal plan for 2 weeks and you do all your shopping for your groceries for that 2 weeks, you won't continuously have to be running to the store. We ran out of milk, we ran out of bread, we ran out whatever. I combine my pharmacy and my feed store, my grocery store, my hardware store, all those things into one trip, and I make it an all-day thing and hit all my stores and get all my stuff done. And that saves me money on gas from running back and forth, because, gas can be a budget buster. Also, if people offer to give you things, even if you think it's something that you don't need, go ahead and accept it. A lot of times, you can trade things. So if you have someone who, like I had a family member who passed away, and I inherited a whole bunch of yarn and fabric and craft things and that type of thing, go ahead and accept those things. Even if they're things you may not use, you may be able to trade that to someone who does need it for something that you need. So bartering is a great way to save money on your budget, because then nothing costs you anything. If you have farm animals, for example, if you have milk and you need eggs, you can trade. If you have canned goods, or you bought strawberries when they were really cheap and on sale in the spring, and you made a whole bunch of jam, you can trade that jam for somebody for something, for produce, for apples from their orchard, that type of thing. So always accept things when people offer them to you, even if you don't think you're going to use it, because it may come in handy to barter with later. So anyway, those are just a few of the things. I know that that doesn't cover everything, but those are a few of the ways that we've saved money over the years on our family budget to make our dollars stretch farther. So one thing that I will emphasize, try to make up a budget for your family. Now, I've made up budgets over the years, lots of budgets, and mostly it was for me, for myself, to know how much I wanted to spend on groceries, how much I wanted to spend on this, and it wasn't a set in stone thing. We have recently, well, as of the 1st of September, we did start the Dave Ramsey plan, so now we are budgeting every dollar, and my husband and I are doing it together, and really that's the only way it can work. But if you have a budget, then it's much easier to stay on task as far as where your money's going. So if every dollar has a name and you know how much you want to spend on groceries and how much you want to spend on clothing and how much you want to spend on utilities and all those different things, then you'll always have enough money for everything. When you're out of money, you're done. When your grocery envelope is empty, you're done. So you want to economize and make those dollars stretch as far as possible. But having a budget will really, really help you save money, because then you're not willy-nilly spending money, not knowing where it's going, and the money's run out, but the month hasn't, and you still need to buy groceries, or you still need to, Johnny needs a new pair of shoes. So a budget is crucial. So having a budget and then using some of the money-saving tips will help those dollars stretch farther. So hopefully this helps you. If you, excuse me, if you have any questions, or if I've left anything out, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Or if you have a really good money-saving tip you want to share, go ahead and share that in the comments as well. And I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you've joined us on this journey. I'm just tickled pink. So any comments or anything, go ahead and let me know. And you guys have a wonderful afternoon. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.